Okay, everyone, back to the Buds Mafia channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Leafs still sucking ass at this point. They've lost 5 in a row. Again, this comes out on Wednesday, so hopefully they have a dub against the Blues. But of course, we'd probably lose to the Blues because they're dead last, so why not make us dead last because we suck. We'll talk about some signings, some news around the teams, how teams who are hot are now shit. Some teams that are shit are now on the rise. Talk about, again, why the Leafs suck. We'll get into the NFL. A lot better weekend, I'd say, of slate of games. A lot better high-scoring games. Big Bills dub. It was always the over. We'll get into that. And then we'll get into our betting segments, our lock of the week, betting the farm, our commandments. Comment, like, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Tavares coming out, sends it in a goal. They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round!
Gonna run for it, he got it! And there he goes! Inside the 10, the 5! Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 43 of the Buds Mafia channel. I'd say we're half depressed right now, or at least I am. The Bills won, which is huge. Josh Allen always will be our MVP, our Lord and Savior. Haley Steinfeld, please treat him right as he deserves it. But the Leafs suck. They suck. I think they're one of 2 teams in the East.
I've given up on the Leafs.
Yeah, I think they're one of 2 teams in the East that have more regulation losses than wins, and we're tied with Buffalo, so that's never good. Yeah, so like I said in the intro, we're going to get into some signings, some news around the league, but let's start off with some little bit of draft or dump. And Jackson knocked off his camera once again. Don't know where he is. No shocker there.
Dude, I turn my computer on, shuts off. Turn my computer on, shuts off. Turn my computer on, shuts off. For those who don't know, we had to call an early audible because I'm a little forgetful and I might have messed up some timing on things today. And I said to Ryan, I was like, if you can do it right now, that'd be awesome. Like, that'd be huge for me. He's like, yeah, of course. Immediately texts me that he's already on the podcast, already ready to go. I turn my computer on, shuts off. Turn it on again, shuts off. Turn it on, says updating, shuts off. I texted Ryan, I'm going to throw my computer at the wall. I didn't even move and my camera shut off. Then it said you're not being recorded anymore. Then Ryan couldn't hear me. Anyway,
Are you dumping just life? Is that your draft or dump? Just dumping life?
It's a little aggressive. Ryan was pretty happy today. I woke up at 4:30. I worked out. I'm doing pretty good. That was a minor inconvenience that set me off.
What's your draft or dump then?
Right,
we saw each other on Saturday. A lot of fun. Watched some UFC. But what do you got for the draft or dump?
Yeah, I was thinking about drafting the Internet Invitational. But yeah, I don't really know. I think I'm gonna. This might be a controversial take because I'm not a martial arts know-it-all. But wrestling fights are unbelievably boring, and I think I have to dump them. I obviously have high praise for Islam and Valentina Shevchenko. I think they're amazing fighters, amazing athletes, martial artists to the core. I do not want to see a grown man lay on top of a grown man for 25 minutes and just absolutely smother him. Obviously, there's people who love that, and I'm not a martial artist. Obviously, you can tell by my stature. I clearly am not jacked and ripped. At least yet. I did not love it, especially considering the beginning of the UFC card was 3 first-round knockouts, and then it was just 25 minutes of I'm going to wrestle you to death. So that's my dump.
Yeah, you said I was going to draft the Internet Invitational. I mean, I watched it live, and some of the videos were obviously like 3.5 hours long, but I treated it like a movie. I put it on my TV and treated it like I was watching a movie because it was insane.
It was awesome.
Definitely some guys that should have been in there. Definitely some guys that I couldn't have cared if they were in there. No disrespect to, like Chandler from Mr. Beast. He was a nice dude, but I don't know. He doesn't get it going for me.
I saw a tweet that was he said 6 words the entire time.
The fact that he's in there, but like not Kirk Minahan. If Kirk Minahan was in that final group and found out someone was using Slope, he probably would have killed that person. Rumors are, I don't think it's even rumors anymore, but I'm pretty sure like Bob does. Those guys didn't want Kirk in. I think that's kind of the rumor. It's almost like confirmed they didn't want him in. Barstool definitely would have wanted him in. He's like, some other party doesn't. Well, it's Barstool and them want him in.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Barstool and them created it. So it's clearly Bob does. I don't think
I could see for the
they're
first
not as
year,
much trash talkers. Yeah.
No, I could see for the first year, like you want to have people that want to come back. And if he's just going to, like, even in the match he played against Riggs from the 4-play pot on Barstool, he literally said, "I'll dox your family." Which,
well, he says stuff to Frankie. He's like, "I hope your dad has another heart attack." Like, he'll say shit like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fucked up. But again, if he was there and he found out someone improved their lie or had their slope on, he would have fucking killed them.
You thought Paige was crying on the green after she improved the lie?
Yeah.
Would have been unbelievably.
I was really hoping, and this is nothing against Paige, even though I thought it was annoying that she cried after like 2 seconds, but I was really hoping when Frankie came out of the cart and he's like, "Dave, what are we doing here?" Like, I have Paige hysterically crying. I wanted Dave just to be like, "I don't give a fuck who's crying." I feel like he was going to say something like that. And by the way, the whole Molosi thing, 100% cheated. I don't care what people say. The fact that people are going after his family and wife right now are crazy. It's a YouTube golf video. Fuck, I know there's a lot of money on the line. He still made thousands of dollars with the skins and everything. Let's relax. He definitely cheated. I'm going to stand by that. I think Whitney stood by that on Chicklets today. He literally grabbed it, turned it, and was fiddling with it with the side that has the one solo button with the slope on it.
Yeah.
So
I didn't really, I don't know. You could tell even like when they were playing on the par 3 course and he hit it with the rangefinder. If you're getting numbers like 137, like, yes, there's obviously you have a range, but if you don't have the slope on, you're like usually getting like relative numbers. Like the one Micah got 142. And
the whole group got 142, and he told it. And then Molosi said, was like, "Oh, guys, I got 137." And Mike is like,
"That's a 5-yard
okay, we're all getting, yeah." And I understand that people are like, to me, I'm not good at a golfer where 137, 142. That doesn't make a lot of difference for me. But a lot of these pros, that's a big difference. Like a 5-yard, that's a huge difference.
It was more the fact that it was like the final day. Like if you're doing it on the first day and you get caught, it's like whatever. It's a slap on the wrist. But you got $1 million on the line.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a club different, right?
Yeah. But yeah, dude, when I saw the final, like I was like crying. Like the fact that Beef hit the first tee shot, he hit the final putt. He was crying, saying he's gonna pay off his. Like, I was like, "Oh my god, I couldn't control." I'm texting Kayla, my girlfriend, saying like, "I am in tears right now." and then I would just keep watching it. Like there's a clip of him just like covering his head with his hat, is breaking, everyone jumping on him. Oh, I'm like crying right now. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
But yeah, I'm excited. I think Kirk Minahan's already in it. I think they already said that he's been invited for the next one. I think he tweeted saying I got invited. The first one, yeah.
I think the first one you need to have just like the good guys don't
get the
swear
feel
on the
for
chain.
It, get what you want to see.
Yeah, you kind of need that. I like the Busted Jack guys and all that.
For sure.
But like you can tell the intensity ramped up over the tournament, whereas like the beginning of the tournament, it was kind of like, lackadaisical fun. Luke Kwan misses his tee time. Let me tell you, the Molosi thing took all the pressure off Luke Kwan.
Everyone. Well, Portnoy said on Name Show, like, I promise you, the Luke Kwan thing is old news when to see the final episode. And yeah, I think you're right. Like, I think a lot of the good guys who they definitely chirp each other, but they're not as intense as maybe some of the Barstool guys are. And stuff like the stuff that, their first time meeting like Ryan Whitney and all these guys chirping and how mad they get. They're like, okay, yeah, this is a different feel. So now they get it, and now they're like, okay, like it's if you thought this was bad,
yeah,
we're gonna have this guy come in. But yeah, no, it was awesome. I'm excited for that. I saw a clip. Bob DeSource finally posted their first video in a while, and I saw an all-time Cutsy meltdown. I'm excited to watch it, and he's like in the water, and I can't wait to see it. I haven't posted in a while because I just think it's the whole internet invitational.
They also are supposed to be doing the Cutsy Hater series too, which is.
I'm so excited for that. Bob hypes it up every Brilliantly Dumb show. I'm so excited for that. Apparently, have you seen what's going on with his next Brilliantly Dumb show? Like, apparently, Cutsy's DQ'd from the
I saw
the
that.
top
That's
5.
So funny. Yeah.
It's hilarious. And apparently, they're doing a challenge because Mikey V tweeted that he had an order for Burger King and McDonald's and saying big stuff coming from the Brilliantly Dumb show. So I'm pumped for tomorrow's episode. I'll tell you, Monday and Tuesday are great for my at work because I just listen to a podcast all day. Monday, I have Chicklets and Part of My Take. Tuesday, Brilliantly Dumb show. And then end of the week, Spin Chicklets and Part of My Take. I don't know if you listen. I don't know if you're an avid listener of Part of My Take. I love Part of My Take.
I listen to it here. I really only listen to it when the Bills win, and then I fast forward to when they talk about the Bills.
It's tough because Hank, when the Patriots beat the Bills, he's like the passing of the torch. And I'm just hoping the next time when the Bills, hopefully they beat the Patriots later in the season, and it's just like the returning of the torch. I just can't, because they torture Hank because they make fun of the Patriots schedule and everything and all that. But yeah, it's definitely a good listen. But yeah, it sucks because the Patriots keep winning. But all right, man, let's just get into it. But before Movember, we're $10 away from our goal, halfway through, which is awesome. We still have to figure out how this whole running thing is going to go down. The weather hasn't been too bad. I've still been running outside.
I have seen.
I'll run in the rain. I don't really care. All I care about is the conditions of the ground. Like, I'll run in -10. I don't care. As long as it's a clean ground, not too wet, not too slippery, I'll fucking run. I don't care, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Keep donating. The link will be in the comment section or the bio and everything. So please, anything helps.
Hey, you know what my cousin said? No matter what. Quickly? What? I sent it to my cousin, and I was like, hey, if you could donate, that'd be great. Like, we're super close to our goal. And she put $50 and then texted me and said, that's your Christmas present. And I was like, I mean,
well, there you go.
Cool. But like, you know,
yeah,
show a little love.
It's like a gift.
Yeah, David's jersey is calling my name.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Before we get to Leaf talk, a lot of news around the league, a lot of injuries, a shit ton of injuries.
Yeah,
but 2 signings are pretty large. Shane Pinto resigns $7.5 AAV for, I think it was 4 years.
Yeah, 4-year deal.
I think it's a great deal. I think it's a better deal for Ottawa because, yes, he ripped it out. He ripped it off in the start of the season, but I was a little worse. I'm giving this guy 8x8s. He's a solid centerman, mainly played third line with Ottawa. I like his game. He's obviously cooled down a little bit, but he's still like a point a game right now because he was so hot at the start of the season. I think a shorter term deal actually works better for both sides, especially Ottawa. You don't know how this guy's going to be. Can he take over Giroux on that second line center role in the future? I don't know if 8x8 would have, I don't think it would have been a terrible deal, but I think where the directions Ottawa's going, how young he's only like 24, 25. So where the direction's going and everything, the way he plays, I think it's better to see what he can do and then cash in on that next.
Yeah. I feel like the more you see with these kind of players, I mean, not that Shane Pinto's obviously a good player, but like you'll see a lot more like bridge deals, kind of. Not necessarily bridge deals. You'll see maybe like a little bit more money, but less term, just because you have to save room for the superstars that are like, kids are only getting better and better at hockey, and they're becoming and producing at such a younger age. Like, I mean, obviously you've always had 18, 19, 20-year-olds who produce crazy good, but like you look at the Bedards, the Celebrinis, the Schaefers, all these other kids, like I feel like teams are not going to go and spend as much money on a kid who's 25, where you have these other kids coming in. You might have to save the cap room, or the free agent class next year is insane. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that may just be my inexperience in knowing hockey and like the amount of bridge deals, but like I feel like you're going to see a lot more, especially with the salary cap going up.
No, for sure. And you said like next year's draft class or UFA class, it is good, but it's starting to whittle down. Like Adrian Kempe just re-signed 8x10.6. People may see that and think a lot, but like Jackson just said with the cap, he's an automatic 35, 40 goal scorer. He produces in the playoffs. Obviously, they just keep running into Edmonton with that juggernaut team. He's a really good player, and I think they have a good future. Obviously, they have Kopitar leaving, but they gave him some cap space with that. And apparently, Leafs were banking on cashing in at this next UFA class, but now everyone's re-signed pretty much. I think some of the guys who aren't is like, you know, I think Jacob Trouba, Ovechkin, Panarin, like they're good players, but that's not someone who's going to change a franchise, I don't think. But yeah, some other news. This has been, the injuries last few weeks have been bad. Hughes cuts his hand off at a Chicago dinner. Not actually. He apparently cut a tendon.
Did you hear? Apparently Frank the Tank was there.
Yeah, they got a picture together.
Did you hear that Frank the Tank was there and lost his mind and said, maybe I really am a curse. I could just imagine Jack Hughes cutting his finger. Frank immediately starts biting his glasses.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so it sucks for New Jersey. New Jersey is just dealt with just the worst hand of injuries. Like I think what we said at the beginning of the year, what we continue to say is, if this team's healthy, they're one of the best in the league. And they showed that. When everyone was playing, they're number 1 in the league. But now just injuries. Dougie Hamilton's out, but he always seems to be fucking out. I think Jesper Bratt might be out. But yeah, they just need to get fucking healthy, and then they're a good team. But they're still like first in the East, top of the league. So if they can stay afloat for the next, I think he's out for 8 weeks. I think he cut a tendon in that pinky. So we'll see. Thomas Harley's week to week. Kirby Dach out for a few weeks. Alex Newhook might be done for the year. I don't know if you saw that play against the Boards. Looks like his leg snapped in half. Montreal's been a bit of a skid. I think like Thomas Chabot's out. Like the injuries right now have been bad. Brady Tkachuk, I think, is likely to return soon. But, yeah, a lot of injuries right now. Guys got to toughen up. Stop chopping your pinky off at dinner. Yeah. Yeah, some other stuff like like Colorado's still insane. They have 74 goals. I think maybe 77 now. They're first in the league. I don't think any other team has 70 goals. Dallas is starting to find their groove. Insane. They're second in the Central right now. 5 wins in a row. Robertson has 10 points in his last 4 games. I'm so curious of what they do with that situation, signing him. Like I said in the intro, like there's teams who are really hot to start and now are cooled off, like Anaheim, Montreal. They've lost 3 in a row each. Rangers, who are dogs at the beginning, starting to claw back 3 in a row, 7 of their last 10, finally winning at home. Aaron has 7 points in his last 3. In LA, who was kind of mid at the start, now is first in the Pacific. They've taken over Anaheim. They get Kempe signed, 4 wins in a row. Doughty could be done for a while. I think he left last game in a walking boot. So we'll see his kind of stuff on there. So yeah, the injuries are crazy. Pittsburgh starting to dip. Not surprised. Again, I think they kind of played out of their element there at the start. 3 losses in a row. And then I wanted like USA Hockey. Obviously, Canada has issues with their goaltending, uncertainty there. But like their injuries are not talked about enough. You can talk all you want about Canada, their goaltending situation, everything, but Quentin Hughes has dealt with injuries, even though he has like 10 points his last 3 games. He's clearly fired up. Matthew Tkachuk is going to return right before the Olympics. Brady Tkachuk's coming back soon, but it's all these injuries when you first come back, like you're just fully healthy. Sometimes it takes a while. Matthew seems to always be bugging something. I mean, yes, there's issues with every Olympic team, like Sweden, Leo Carlson's playing incredible, but is he really going to be your number 1 center? Like for an Olympic team? Because Petey's not. Zibanejad's not. Canada goaltending and everything. Yeah, I mean, USA has a lot of injuries. Yeah, it's still, I think it's 6 weeks away till they decide the team. So I'm curious to see some of the changes for both teams. So now the Leafs, I mean, Matthews is out for last week. He hasn't skated since the Boston game. Stolar's injury still a bit unknown. Wall skated with the Marlies. But I think he had a great game against Chicago. I know he let in 3 goals, but I thought his quickness, everything was solid. I know 3 goals, but his first game back in the NHL.
They had like over 30 shots.
Yeah. I'm happy with the way. If we can get Woll going, that's exactly what his team needed. And the one time, again, we're top 5 in goals. One time we can't score more than 3 goals, of course, is when our goal has a good performance. So clearly works. And then these Rasmus Andersson rumors where, again, I think Darren Dreger's fucking trolling the fact that so the Leafs don't want to trade any futures or anything. They want to do roster for roster. They want to do a Carlo Domia here on the market, which I don't know how much fucking value those guys have, but sure, they don't want to trade 2028 first. They don't want to trade Cowan. They don't want to trade Danford. But Dreger apparently tweeted, or there's a tweet is going viral. I don't even know if he actually fucking said it. Maybe just someone just quoted Dreger and did it by this trolling. But they said Calgary would have to be enticed with a player like Knies, and the Leafs would only be entertained if Andersson signs an extension. I don't care if he signs $1 million by 8 years. Don't fucking trade Knies. That would be ridiculous. I understand our decor is shit, probably the worst in the league. Don't give up one of our most untradeable or like untouchable assets. Obviously, I think Nylander's number 1, but Knies is right there and arguably over for what he brings, contract value, and age. Don't fucking trade Knies. I think Rasmus Andersson would be a great addition to this team. I think he's exactly what we need. Right-handed shot. We need someone who can move the puck, play defense. He can do all of that. Don't trade Knies. I will lose my shit if they trade Knies for Rasmus Andersson. Like, again, I would love Rasmus Andersson, but I'd fucking lose my mind if that trade happened. But yeah, I mean, again, they want to do roster for roster move. They don't want to trade futures. Again, I don't know who the fuck wants to take Domi or Carlo. Take them at this point. I don't care. I think people do shit on Carlo more than deserved. I don't think he's playing that Boston Bruins Carlo type of game, but I don't think he's been terrible. He's not expected to move the puck, is all that, but he has not
Our
been
defense
that
just
good.
Stinks, dude. And at some point, it just becomes mental. It's got to become a mental thing, especially with. We talk about the media a lot, but I mean, I'm not a puck knower, and let me tell you, it is hard to watch.
It's bad. It's really bad, and it's like, oh, Leafs claim Troy Stetcher from Edmonton. Sick. We got Edmonton's 8th defenseman. That's really going to help us. I love that. It doesn't make any sense. Like, yes, I watch Edmonton games and everything. Like when he's in the game, so he's not always in the fucking game. He does work hard. He does show effort, which is something that the Toronto Blue Line is definitely lacking right now, and maybe could help the Toronto Blue Line. But I'm not going to say, oh, that's the move that's going to help us. Like, again, we're talking about the Oilers, whose defense core is not playing great right now. They're 8th defenseman, so I'm not going to fucking get over the moon for claiming him. But at this point, anyone would be better from the fucking guys we have. And people also shitting on Riley. Again, Riley's defense has been also pretty shit, but I don't know. I think we're paying him to be the offensive defenseman he is. I think he has points, but our offensive guys, yeah, he's putting up points, and all our defensive guys are just not doing anything. So it's kind of a bad mix. We had a tough loss against Boston. That's when kind of the injuries all happened. LA, even though he let in 5 goals, I wouldn't blame Hildeby. Just complete defensive breakdowns. Nylander, poor defensive effort. But I will say about Nylander, had some poor defensive plays. But then, and then Berube snapped on him. Next play, he got a point. So that's Willie. That's what he's going to do. And then the Chicago game, just sloppy. My dad was actually at the game. Just sloppy. Our forward core, now Nick Waugh's out for tomorrow. So we're missing our top centers are Tavares, Domi. And then, we have Lawton, Waugh, and Matthews all out. So our center core is just taking a beating.
What you want. Want that.
And a player who I want people to start putting some respect on is this Levshunov. I don't know if you say his name right. He was 2nd overall 2 years ago. People were saying, Chicago should have drafted Demidov, should have drafted that. And yeah, Demidov could be the next Kaprizov, but he has 11 assists in 16 games. Demidov only has 13. I should say only, but he has 13 points. It's not like it's that crazy. And if you can get a defenseman who's 6'2", 215, right-handed shot, who skates like the way he does, he had a sick assist against Toronto where he skated around the whole zone, then found a guy backdoor. Yeah, end of the day, should they have drafted maybe Demidov to play with Bedard? That'd be a lot of fun. But the value that this guy can bring and how good he's been, I think it's people got to start putting some respect on his name. Because Chicago, they haven't slowed down. They're still in the hunt. Firing. They're still in the mix. They're firing. Spencer Knight's been awesome. Everyone. So yeah, it's just, I want to put some respect on that guy's name because,
me too.
Again, the value of a 6'2", 205, 210 defenseman, right-handed shot. Demidov was there too, but this is not like a consolation. This guy's a stud, and they're playing really well. Yeah, you could have. Next few games, again, this comes out on the 19th. We're filming on Monday. St. Louis, we probably already have lost 6-1, so that doesn't count. We play Columbus on Friday, and then Montreal on Sunday, which Montreal's been a bit of a skid. Jacob Dobis, who had a really hot start, has kind of slowed down, but Montreal's still top of the league, or at least top in the East, and Columbus is kind of middle of the pack. So let's just say, let's just go fucking 3-0. Let's just not. It's let's get some points now. Let's go 3-0, get some momentum back, and or get a win at least. But I think we can go 3-0. Yeah, just
the last time
playing so fucking
we recorded
bad.
the pod, we said they were going to go 3-0.
Yeah, so yeah, they stink. But yeah,
I had to let you take it. I had to let you take that. That was if the Bills lost this weekend, the pod would have been Shambles Part 2. It
would have been Shambles Part 2. But yeah, let's get into the football slate. I think a lot
I did pretty
better
well this week.
You did a lot better of a weekend in football in general. I think last week was kind of boring.
Yeah, the games this weekend were good.
Yeah, so Thursday night, Jets at Patriots. Patriots win 27-14. Nothing crazy. I mean, Trayvon Henderson has arrived. He was awesome. May was solid. Nothing crazy. Diggs over 100 yards in a tud.
Yeah, whatever.
I think the Jets kind of shot themselves in the foot at times. I think they could have made plays. Justin Fields is just
benched.
Clearly not a quarterback. He's not a quarterback.
No, he's benched.
He's
They're going with
Tyrod. Yeah, I mean, I think if Tyrod was in that game, it would have been a lot closer because I think Jets had opportunities. There also was some big drops by some Jets receivers too.
Yeah, the game was close. It's like the thing about the Patriots is that they have an identity now where they can win close games. They can win against decent. I mean, the Bucs are a good team. Obviously, they just put up 32, but the Bills defense sucks. Yeah. So for the Patriots, it's really remaining healthy, and then it's going to be the young experience overall of their team. I mean, you have leaders in that locker room. You have Stephon Diggs. You have Matt Holland. I don't know if I would necessarily call Stephon Diggs a leader. But you have people who are going to continue to uplift a young quarterback. It's just that experience, and getting into the later part of the season, you got to stay healthy. And I don't know, some teams struggle. If they can stay healthy, it's going to be a tough team to beat, and everything's going to run through Foxborough. But there's another team in the AFC that I am pretty high on right now.
And we'll get to that. Sunday, the last European game in Madrid. Decent crowd, I'd say. But yeah, I'm kind of tired of these 9:30 games, especially for how dog shit they've been. But, I mean, this one wasn't too bad. Dolphins win 16-13. Yeah, the Dolphins. Achan, like he's the main reason why I'd watch a Dolphins game. He's insane. Dolphins defense actually vastly. I think both defenses are known to be dog shit. I think both defenses vastly improved. I know
that's a big word for you.
Vastly, you like that? I don't even know what it means. Jordan Brooks of the Dolphins had like fucking 10 tackles.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think defense is definitely improved because they're both been known to be shit. I think David Quinn, the Commanders head coach.
The Commanders head coach, yeah, and Dan Quinn.
So Dan Quinn, sorry, he took over play calling for defense, which I definitely showed. I think they were a lot more engaged in everything. But yeah, I mean, Dolphins, they're what, 4-7 now? Is that correct?
I think 3.
3-7, yeah. Because
No.
I think they were both 2-7 going into that game. But yeah,
No, we lost and they're 4-7.
yeah, I think they're 4-7. Yeah. I don't know if anything else on that game. Commanders are toast. I think let's just get them a top 5 pick, get them a top defensive player, maybe that edge rusher from Georgia or someone. I'm not really sure. This draft class
I was
is
so wrong
weird.
about their defense. I thought their defense was going to be gross.
The Commanders?
Yeah, I was so wrong about it.
Yeah.
I thought their defense was going to be great.
Well, I remember like PMT in the preseason previews, he was saying like if they can be a top 15 defense, they're an elite team, which obviously Jane Dales has battled injuries and maybe hasn't looked himself, but I mean, their defense was their issue last year. Like they were putting up 30, 32 points a game. It's just their defense kind of fucked them up and they got fucking bent over by Philly in the NFC Championship game. But next up, we got the Panthers and Falcons. Panthers win 30-27. Bryce Young, best game of his career, I'd say. I think by far. 400 plus yards, 3 touchdowns. Ted McMillan, just a fucking monster game. Julio Jones type game, like 2 touchdowns, 130 yards, just throwing in his vicinity and was catching the ball. Bijan and London did ball out, but I think London went out with an injury. So did Penix. I think Penix is now done for the season.
Yeah, he's probably having season-ending surgery. The Falcons are just falling off a cliff.
They just can't be consistent, and it's just injuries and everything. They're just not that team. And I don't think Penix is that crucial to that team, but I definitely think he's better than Kirk Cousins. But yeah, they're toast. Losing that divisional game. I know the Bucs are in a skid right now, but the Bucs will figure it out. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, no, I agree. The Panthers, I have a pretty good chance of making the playoffs.
They do. And again, like Bryce Young's weird. So he has a bunch of 100-yard games. He has a 300-yard game, and then he has his 400-yard game, but he has no 200-yard games. He's just not very consistent. He's had some games where he's thrown for 100 yards and they've won, like the Packers game.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, just if you just run the ball with Dowdle and just give the ball to Ted McMillan, who's a fucking monster.
It's just
like,
so
they
tough.
have a chance.
Yeah, it's just so tough. Like Xavier, it's just such a young team. Ted McMillan, Xavier Legette.
Yeah.
I mean, Dowdle is a little bit older, but like, they have some decent age on the defense, but overall it's just a young team, and you're going to have these games where they just explode and everything clicks, and then you're going to have games where it's like they get whooped fucking 40-10 against the Bills, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, then we got the Bears and Vikings. Didn't really watch too much of this game, but Bears win 19-17, another game-winning field goal. DeAndre Swift did his thing, marched down the field. JJ, I think, sucks, or 9 as they call him. Justin Jefferson was clearly getting frustrated on the bench. And I know that the Bears are 7-3. They're top of the NFC North because the Lions lost last night. Are they good? Like, I still like Caleb has shown flashes. He's great at getting out of the pocket. Their defense their secondary, which has been criticized, has, I'd say, gotten better, at least a little bit better.
I mean, they're also playing like they've beaten good teams. Like they dropped fucking 34 on the Cowboys. Like, and yes, you can say the Cowboys have a shitty defense, which they do, but the Cowboys are still a good team with one of the better offenses in the NFL. You have to say at this point the Bears are good. Now they'll probably get kicked out if they end up winning their division. They're probably getting kicked out either in the wild card or the divisional round if they get into the playoffs, which obviously the odds are pretty high of them getting into the playoffs. But yeah, I think Caleb Williams is good. I've kind of said it from the beginning of this season. I think he has a chance to become a true quarterback in the NFL. And
it's
I think
so much talent. I just think it's just getting used to it. I think Ben Johnson should be up for Coach of the Year. I know Mike McDonald. You think over Mike McDonald or whatever his name is from Seattle?
Yeah. This is first season.
That's true. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a huge factor.
First season, you're 7-3, and you took a team who had, 4,
in the best division of football,
year.
People say.
It is that, and then the NFC West is those two divisions are ridiculous, other than the Cardinals.
And and this is a different. They're winning games they should win. Like they should have beat the Bengals, and they did. Obviously, it was kind of their defense was horrible. They should have beat the Vikings. Like I think McCarthy sucks. I know. They have a great defense with Brian Flores. They blitzed the shit out of Caleb, and you know what? He's great at escaping the pocket. I think he had just over 200 yards. I'm not sure. I don't know if he threw it for a touchdown, but like again, he can escape the pocket. His deep ball accuracy is not the best. He's got to get better at that. But getting his reads better.
This is my whole thing
last
year. Is like at least he's taking these shots where it's like maybe you shouldn't, but you don't. As a young quarterback, you need to make mistakes or hit Hail Marys to figure out what kind of identity you're going to have as a quarterback. And like the deep ball is a asset, and you need to be able to figure out, okay, well, what is the timing on this route? Like it's very important. So yeah, no, the Bears are good.
I'm excited. I think it's one of those, it's like in hockey. It's like when those original 6 teams, like when Detroit is in the playoffs, they're fun to watch because it's that atmosphere. Same thing with Bills when you're at Shoulder Stadium. Like I hope they get in. I really hope I'd rather them over the fucking Packers. I don't care about the Packers. But Packers beat the Giants. Kaylin almost had it. She almost had the New York pick, which I was not a fan of.
I just wanted Jameis to win so I could get
I know. Oh yeah. And they had this game. I mean, Love went out early because you texted me saying it's Love her because I wasn't watching Red Zone. And I didn't know. And I think you said Malik Willis was playing pretty solid.
Dude,
but Love came back. He had 2 touchdowns. That catch by Christian Watson late in the game was a joke. That was an insane catch. But
nothing like
I mean,
Samuel's catch.
No, no. When they, we'll get to that. But so Packers win, but Bears still number 1 division. Bengals, Steelers. You had the Bengals, but Steelers win 34-12. Rodgers left with an injury. I think they're thinking maybe broke his left wrist, which was not his throwing arm, but still broken wrist. Rudolph actually came in, was solid. Again, I don't think Rodgers is that good right now, so I don't think going to Rudolph is a massive fall. It's not horrible.
Mason Rudolph he's not horrible. He's just the problem with any backup in the NFL is the consistency thing.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, if Mason Rudolph plays next week, like I think the Steelers have a decent chance to still win, but you know, I don't know. It's and
they're playing the Bears, so we'll see. And I know Big Cat was so pumped that maybe Rodgers won't be playing because Rodgers he owns the Bears. He has always owned the Bears his entire career.
I could see him just putting on a glove and
that's what he's saying. He's like, if I see fucking Rodgers come out with the left hand brace in this throw for 4 moonballs deep, he's like, I'll kill myself. But and then Spitgate. Chase clearly spits on Ramsey. Said he would never do such a thing. Slow-mo video, and not just like a little spit, like Jalen Carter spit was like a little bit of spit. That was a loogie he spit on Ramsey. And Ramsey said at that point, the game's done. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm going to go at you.
If you're a grown man and you spit on another one, you got a big thing.
That's a thing where, as men and everything, if you get spit on, I don't care what the situation is. You're going
to get your face kicked in.
And the game wasn't over. Like, I think there was only like a possession and a half game. Like, it wasn't over.
No.
But Ramsey's like, I don't give a fuck. And Chase is now suspended, so we'll get to our commandments and we have a little sneaky bet for that. But Bengals, I mean, Joe Flacco doesn't look good. Obviously, Joe Burrow hopefully be back by Thanksgiving, I think. So
okay, here's my thing.
Here we go.
yes, the Bengals have not looked amazing. But again, and I know I've harped on this, and this is going to go back to Bengals slander. Joe Burrow coming in, yes, you might be in that game a little bit more for 100%. I'm not saying that Joe Burrow is not a million times better than Joe Flacco, but like if
you're still scoring 30, 35 points, like even if you make it 40, you're still going to win. You're still letting up 40, 45 points a game. Is Joe Burrow really going to help you that much in some of these games?
So their last, let's see.
Like they let 42 against the Bears, like, and Flacco scored 40. Like, is Burrow really going to help that much? Like they scored every drive.
Lions, they put up against the Lions, they put up 24. Steelers, they put up 33-1. Against the Jets, they put up 38 and lost. The Bengals, they put up 42 and lost. And obviously, they only put up 12 this past week. But like, Burrow is not coming back in and dropping a 40 bomb, and then you still have probably like the Bills have a bad defense. The Bengals have the worst defense in the NFL. Yeah. They cannot tackle. They don't have any fundamentals. Trey Hendrickson has not looked quite like himself. Like the Bengals front office will not invest in their defense, and their front office is just like, it is not, I don't know. I said at the beginning of the year, you can't. Yes, the Bills did it this weekend, and we'll get to that. But you can't just rely on your offense to score 40 fucking points a game. It's the NFL. You're going to meet good teams. You're going to meet amazing defenses. Yeah. Look at, oh, Jesus, I'm blanking on the team. The Texans defense, the Broncos defense, like, these teams who Patrick Mahomes is, Chiefs kingdom, Lord and Savior, couldn't put anything together. Like they scored only field goals. Like they couldn't put, or Travis Kelce got a touchdown, but like they couldn't put anything together. Like nothing. Like you cannot win the Super Bowl or get a deep playoff run without defense. And we will get into that with the fucking Bills. Yeah. But like you just can't do it. And it's just, I don't think, yes, Joe Burrow coming back is going to help this team. It's going to get that identity of what this team is back, but it's not going to make that much of a difference when it comes down to crucial 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You're up by one touchdown and you have to rely on your defense to get a stop.
100%. Yeah, for sure. Like again, like Joe Flacco has been putting up a lot. Like you said, the stats right there. Like Joe Burrow, that he provides the offense, and maybe it's a confidence thing. Maybe it's a confidence in the defense thing. Like you want to do this for Joe and everything. But yeah, I don't think it'll be much of a difference. But you never know. All right, go to the game that I think is the one game I didn't see a single highlight in. Yeah, Texans win 16-13. When I say Cam Ward was all right, that means he didn't fuck up as much. He still didn't have great numbers, but he wasn't absolutely horrendous. But he's still not great.
No.
This is a game I didn't care enough. This was always the
Nico
under.
Collins
was always
went
going to be
off in this game.
He did go off. Also, a player who I completely forgot about. Oh my god.
Who'd you forget about?
I'm gonna lose my mind. I forgot about Tank Dell. Is he still fucking on the team? Is he playing?
I'm pretty sure he's still on the team. Yeah.
Yeah, is he still hurt? I know. Is he? Because I remember he fucking destroyed his leg last year, a few years ago.
He destroyed his leg a few years ago, and then destroyed it again. Didn't he get shot?
Did he get shot? Oh, I feel terrible.
I'm pretty sure he got shot.
Oh well, that sucks.
Yeah, caught by an innocent bystander, was one of 10 people shot at a pool party at the Cabana Live Bar in Orlando.
Oh, well, that's terrible. I didn't know he got fucking shot at. Jesus. Wow. All right, well, moving on.
Wait, he also dislocated his knee in 2025. So,
Jesus Christ. Moving on. Do you want to end with the Bucks and Bills, or do you want to go there right now?
No, it's
rifle off the last few games here?
Yeah, I got some stuff to say.
Yeah, so Jaguars, Chargers, Jags just complete belt to ass. Like belt to ass.
I did not feel confident about this pick until halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah. Herbert, 81 yards. Trevor Lawrence wasn't even that good. They just fucking rained it down their throats. ATN's been back the last few games. And I know you're probably sick of it. I say it every week, but Joe Alt is like the MVP of that offense. They are a completely different offense without him. Like they can't get anything going. Herbert, 81 yards is something. I thought he's a guy who just airmails at any time. And the fact that he only had 81 yards is insane. There's certain teams, certain guys like, Bryce Young, maybe Caleb at times, like maybe they'll have 100, 150 yards. They can still win that game. Herbert, you never see that. He needs to be the best player. And the fact that he had 81 yards is insane. And yeah, this AFC playoff picture is just looking more and more insane, which is the Chiefs losing, ridiculous. The Jags winning, the Texans winning a few games in a row here. It's getting fucked.
As of right now, the Broncos would have the 1 seed, so they get the bye. We play the Steelers in Pittsburgh. The Jags would play the Patriots in New England, and the Chargers would play the Colts in Indianapolis. But then the NFC picture is insane. So Philly would get the first round bye. The Rams would play the 49ers. The Seahawks would play the Bucks. And then, I'm blanking on the last. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. The Chargers, they're 7-4, but they feel like frauds.
I know. All right, let's rifle because I want to hear what you had to say on the Bills. Let's rifle through these. Rams win 21-19. I didn't think it was going to be a defensive game. Like both defenses really showed out against two of the best offenses in the league.
The fact that Darnold had 4 interceptions and it was a 3-point game is insane. And the fact that the Rams have a high-powered offense and could not score more than 21 points.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Both teams, both pass rushes were insane. JSN still has 100 yards, but yeah, Darnold was seeing ghosts out there. 21-19, so Rams take the lead in the NFC West.
Dude, I did really well this week.
You did really well. 49ers, Cardinals. 49ers win 41-22. Purdy's back. He was making some great scrambling plays, had some great throws, 3 touchdowns. McCaffrey's a fucking menace. He had 2 rushing touchdowns and receiving touchdowns. Kittle went off. This is an offense, they went healthy. Their defense can still have some points. You saw with 22. But this is an offense that I know what we just said about defense needs to win championships for sure, but I know it's the Cardinals defense.
You need even just a mediocre defense.
Yeah, for sure. And Kyle Shanahan had those guys playing, and Mac Jones definitely did a great job, I would say, as a backup for when Purdy was out. I mean, you could definitely, with the injuries they've had. Oh, yeah. But then Purdy would make some plays that you're like, hey, Mac Jones isn't making that play. He's not scrambling out to his left side, throwing off shoulder, scrambling, making more confident plays. Mac Jones, like you said, if he has time, he can make a very accurate throw, find his check down to McCaffrey, find Kittle. But Purdy is a lot better at extending plays, getting to his reads, and showing a little bit more of that emotion. So big win for them. Jacoby Brissett, dude, fucking broke the NFL record.
He had 452 yards passing, and they only put up 22 points.
I know. He broke the record for, I think, completions for 47. 47 for 57, which is absurd. Insane. I think that's an NFL record. And I don't know if I didn't watch too much of this game. I don't know if you saw a sportsman flag on McBride. That was a joke. For a touchdown, did the usual like that and immediately flag. I'm like, dude, I've seen guys, Ty Johnson cracked the ground after a touchdown and he got nothing. He full on humped the ground and got nothing.
As he should.
A guy, he didn't even look, McBride didn't even look at the other team. He just did the whole first down.
These refs are something else.
I love McBride, though. He is a monster. He's been with Brissett in the game. I know part of my take talks about a lot. Is he your guy? Do you find a new home for Murray? Because if you can throw the ball like Jacoby is just safe plays, McBride is like a Brock Bauer. He can make plays. He's a great tight end.
The only problem with Jacoby is you're going to have those games.
Yeah, for sure. Ravens Browns. This was a fun game. I want to say this stat. So 2025 sack leaders. Myles Garrett leads with 15. Brian Burns is second with 13. And Myles Garrett, his last 3 games is 10. And that would be third in the league. His last 3 games.
Imagine him having 15 sacks through just over halfway through the season, and your team has 2 wins.
What's the record? Is it 22 and a half?
22. Strahan and TJ Watt are tied at 22 and a half. And the quarterback who Strahan sacked was
Brett Favre, and it was he basically fell. He basically, oh no,
oh no, here touch my leg.
Because the one guy who had 21 and a half or 22 or whatever, he went right up to Favre and said you owe me a fucking sack. He was not happy about it. I forget his name. But yeah, Henry had a great game, which is probably why they run, because Lamar was not great. 2 interceptions. Gabriel, I said bench, but sorry, he left with a concussion. Sanders went in 4 for 16 and intercepted. Wasn't great.
Dude, my dad immediately called Shedeur Sanders a high school quarterback, and I was like, man, you cannot really judge him on a quarter and a half of football. And my dad looked at me and goes, I can judge him, and I am judging him. And I was like, okay, Ken, go off, dude. Fuck me. I'm sorry.
And I mean, hey, I know he went 4 for 16 interception. Kyle Hamilton was a menace on him. He's a fucking monster. We talk about that guy every week. But like, I think Sanders is the play moving forward. I think both QB options aren't good, but like, I think Sanders shows confidence. I think he's a better thrower of the ball, better scrambler. I think Gabriel's a safer guy, but you're 2 in 100. Let's just fucking, I think Cam Ward said it on the Titans. He's like, he's like, from now on, every fourth down, we should run a play. Like, what's there to lose? And I think the Browns should do that too. Sanders has confidence. Get him in a game, have him start a game. Gabriel's just a safer pick, I think, is maybe a bit smarter, even though he's kind of dumb as shit too. But I think moving forward, Sanders should be the starting quarterback. I don't know who they play next week, but yeah, I think you got to go with Sanders.
Yeah, me too.
Chiefs, all right, Broncos. Finally, Chiefs, Broncos. Stinks. We kind of talked about it already. Broncos win 22-19. Will Luck's probably the MVP. Yeah, I don't know how many fucking. He had like I faced him in fantasy. He had like 20 fantasy points. 0 run game for both teams. The run defense for both teams was insane. Both elite defenses going at it, even without Pat Surtain. Bo and Matt Mahomes were just chucking the ball downfield and just, I don't know, they had so many attempts. Kelsey had a big game, but yeah, I think Mile High was too much for Mahomes, and now the Chiefs are 5-5. We'll see how they do.
Dude, after losing that game, they have a 54% chance of making the playoffs.
I hope they don't. All right, now let's get into, before our last little betting segments here, let's get into the Bucks and Bills. Bills win 44-32.
Real quick, Tay won her pick with the Eagles over the Lions.
Yes,
and Jack is...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Lions. Oh, yeah, the Lions.
Yeah, that's a tough look for you and your brother.
Yeah. Goff can't play outside. He can't. It's crazy. And we're going to be talking about next week and him playing indoors. He can't play outside. It's crazy. Gibbs was awesome. I mean, they were making some plays. The Philly defense is a joke. They're insane.
Philly also did not play well.
No, they didn't. I mean, like, obviously Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter were awesome. I don't know how many balls Jordan Davis fucking deflected. But Goff just can't play outside. And they went for every single fourth down, as Lions teams always do. And they didn't convert a single one. They finally had a chance. Also, that penalty on A.J. Brown, or against A.J. on Branch was...
Yeah.
Was it a scene or Branch?
It was a scene.
A scene, and that was a joke. That was a joke. And that was the game, because then they took a knee right after. That was the game.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
But yeah, we're talking about next week, Lions at home, inside, safe and sound inside, playing the Giants. It may be a slaughter on our boy Jameis, but we'll see. All right. Bucks Bills 44-32. It was always the over in this game. I don't care if it was set at 70, it still would have hit.
It's just
same old story. Josh Allen MVP, run defense non-existent. They did make some clutch plays by defense later in the game to kind of seal it. Keon Coleman was scratched for this game, missed a team practice or team meeting, which I think was the second time this year. Deion Dawkins spoke about it afterwards. He's like, it's okay, but no more pats on the back. Like,
it's not fucking okay. It's not okay. Pro. It's not okay. It's not okay. Why is it okay? What, you're a professional football player, you're getting paid millions of dollars to play games, and you can't show up to a fucking meeting? This is the third time.
And he's dancing on the side.
You're dancing and smiling? This is the third time this has happened. Like, for real, I could not care. I like Keon Coleman. He is limited at wide receiver. He is not good at getting separation. The only thing he has to his advantage is the deep ball and jump ball, and sometimes he can't even do that. Like, you are lucky to be on a team where you have a former MVP as your quarterback, a guy who has taken a team that had a large playoff drought. Obviously, Tyrod Taylor ended that playoff drought, but he's taken that team to the playoffs for the last 5 years, won the AFC East, and you can't even show up to a goddamn meeting on a Friday of this game week, and you're playing after losing 30-13, and you're playing a tough Buccaneers team. Like, it's outrageous, ridiculous, disturbing. It doesn't work for anyone else.
No.
I don't show up to work if I don't show up to work 3 days in a row, I would be suspended. I'm missing my game day.
I think they asked him too, did he learn any lessons? And he said, no, not really, or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. You know what? Put Tyrell Shavers in. Put McCole Hardman in. I don't care about the fucking fumble on the punt.
I would say besides that, he was awesome. Besides that, obviously, he had
really
a great
good.
return.
Ray Davis, really good. Ray Davis had 4 returns.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Besides the drop, like we were gaining 30, 40 yards every
Mitch
kickoff.
Wisnowski, the punter, was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, yes, our defense stinks. Our pass defense is pretty good. Our run defense, absolute trash. We let Sean Tucker, a third string running back, go for over 100. He went for 106 yards, 2 touchdowns, broke off a 44-yard touchdown. Ridiculous. Yeah. Yes, Cole Bishop is our defense. Cole Bishop is our entire defense. A second-year safety is our entire defense. Joey Bosa was out there, could not beat Tristan Wirfs.
No.
Greg Rousseau, like, it's just... Am I happy about this win? Yes, we put up 44.
But it's still the same old story. Like
I did not think we were going to win this game.
No, I did. At certain points, I mean, it started off horrible with Josh Allen doing a shovel pass right to a guy right in front of him for the interception. Didn't start off on the great foot. Obviously, we held them. Our red zone defense was awesome. I mean, we let Baker scramble for way too much at times. Yeah. Sometimes it was so predictable. Okay, we gotta stop the run. And then they would just shovel the fucking middle, like the center, and then it would just be such an easy wide route, and then it's done.
Here's the thing: they can't stop the run, so they're now stunting, and they're stunting on run plays, which is like. I'm sure, yes, you probably call stunts on run plays, but usually in passing situations, you're going to call a stunt. And usually that's like the D tackle and the defensive end will run like a twist stunt. So one will jump up field and then cut inside, and the defensive end will loop around. There's a famous clip of Aaron Donald running one of those stunts, and Geno Smith is standing in the pocket and says, "Oh, goddamn," and rips the ball to the ground. We're now stunting on run plays, and the problem with that is if you stunt the wrong way, in that 44-yard Sean Tucker touchdown, we stunted to the right and they ran to the left. That's a problem. You have linebackers who can't come downhill and make tackles in open field space. Like Jordan Poyer was stuffing the run at fucking 36 or however old he is. Like, it's a problem, man. And what they did after halftime, I think, was huge in the adjustments. Instead, they're playing base defense, and what I liked, what they did with Dorian Williams, the linebacker out of Tulane, is they had him kind of mirror spy Baker and then also running backs, and it turned out like it made a huge difference in stopping the run. Josh was insane. Tyrell Shavers coming out party. I think he can be a really good wide receiver in the NFL. It's that he's got that separation. It's just a lack of experience in actual games. And, you know, that is a tough Bucs team. Like, you have Antoine Winfield in the secondary. You have Vita Vea. You have a whole bunch of other defensive linemen. You have Levante David.
Yeah. Vita Vea is a tank.
Yeah,
he's
Vita Vea is a
fucking
tank.
Living tank.
I don't love how we went from, okay, we're going to control the clock and run as our offensive game script to, you know what, fuck it, let's play schoolyard bullshit football and just let Josh be Josh. We need to find a happy medium because you're going to, if he scores 6 touchdowns a game and has 2 interceptions, I'm okay with that. Yeah. But that's not always the case. And, you know, you're not always going to stop every single team like that. We just need to figure it out on defense, especially the run defense. I think our passing defense has gotten immensely better. Cole Bishop's playing well. Maxwell Harrison had a good game. Trey White's playing well. Poyer, when he gets in, is playing good. Even the linebackers today in coverage. Bernard had some pass breakups. Milano's offside. I took my Matt Milano jersey off. He jumped offside when the first quarter was ending to give the Bucs a first down. That is utterly ridiculous. You are an NFL player, a longtime vet, and you know they're just trying to get you to jump, and you jump offside. Be better. Do better. Go Bills. Yeah.
That throw the Shavers really changed my mood. That on the run, just fucking moonball.
For real, you texting me during Bills games raises my anxiety and my stress.
I will say I was way more animated than you. You would just text. All you would text me is bang. That's what you just say bang. And I think I was way more animated than you for the first time in a while.
I was immediately, I hate this team. And I was like, God, why does it seem like Ryan cares more about this than me?
I know. It's just, I'm invested in a team, man. I'm invested. It's just, I don't have many positives with the Leafs being the worst team in hockey history. So I need the Bills to do better. But yeah. Well, let's get right into because I got to run physically and emotionally. I got to run.
Yeah, I'll run through our picks real quick.
Yeah.
Bills at Texans next week. This is Caitlin's pick.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's a long reasoning. So she chose the Giants last week, but honestly, they had the chance to win. But she's got the Bills, so she knows ball. She was going to choose the Texans, and I'll read it out. I really like that the Texans sounds like you just have to fight everyone in Texas. That's a good. That's fine. But their logo is a Texas Longhorn, which is just a cow. And buffaloes are like stronger and more wild version of cows. I have to go buffalo. It's very poetic that wild buffalo are facing the Texans who want to enclose them into ranches. I think the wild energy of the Bills will get them through. They can't be tamed as much as the Texans might try. It's like a yapping chihuahua versus a wolf, like Texas Longhorns, the Texans themselves versus wild buffalo, domestic versus wild. There's more, but that's basically that's what it is. So she's got buffalo. She's got buffalo. She was flopping back and forth, but she's got buffalo. Domestic versus wild. Buffalo Bills are wild as they should be. Not sure if CJ Stroud's in the game. I don't think she even knows who CJ Stroud is. But go Bills.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate that. I appreciate those kind words, Caitlin. Anyway, Patriots at Bengals. I got the Bengals. Fuck the Pats. Colts at Chiefs. I got the Chiefs. It's in Arrowhead. I don't see the Chiefs losing another in a row. I think they're going to stop Jonathan Taylor. This game either goes one of two ways. Patrick Mahomes goes off and they just absolutely dominate, or Jonathan Taylor dominates, and that's
3
it.
touchdowns again.
Yeah. Giants at Lions. I think
Belt
we're
to
both
ass.
on the
It's gonna be
Lions.
belt to
ask for Jack's mental state. I really want him to win. The Canucks are in a bad spot. The Lions need a win to just improve. Shout out Jack. Vikings at Packers. I really hope he loves that. Vikings at Packers. I've got the Vikings. That would also help the Lions case. Steelers at Bears. Sorry, Jack. I've got the Bears. Jets at Ravens. I've got the Ravens.
Dude, the Ravens are minus 1,000 money line on Bet365 right now. Minus 1,000.
I cannot go against the Ravens. Kevin was down bad yesterday, and for real, Kevin is my brother and was saying things I cannot repeat on the podcast about this Cleveland Browns.
I don't hate the, I honestly, I know it's weird. I don't hate the Jets spread here if it stays at 14.5. Like, that's such a large number.
Yeah,
that's probably the biggest number we've seen this year. Like, I think there might have been a 16 earlier in the year. Maybe it was the Bills and the Panthers game, but 14.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah.
Browns at Raiders. Shador coming out party. And the Raiders
Great
stink.
game.
Jaguars at Cardinals. I got the Jags. Cardinals stink. Yep. Falcons at Saints. Saints stink. And the Falcons stink. That's kind of toilet bowl game. Cowboys at Eagles. I think the Cowboys are going to win at home. I just don't trust this Eagles team right now. Just don't trust them. Bucks at Rams. This
is tough for the Bucks because obviously. Because I can really see the Panthers winning Monday Night Football against the 49ers. I don't think so, but I can definitely see it. And I think they're one game back, and the Bucks, there's injuries. I mean, Baker's still playing solid, but the Rams are, I mean, you can argue the Rams are the best team in football right now. I know Devontae was hurt. He still played with an oblique injury, but he wasn't as effective, wasn't as used. It was more of the run game and everything. But yeah, I mean, Bucks in LA, I mean, LA is not like the craziest atmosphere. It's not that crazy, but Baker needs to come out for this one, and the defense needs a shutout. Probably the best offense in football.
Should we see if we can get a live pick from Tay?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Tay, can you just open the door for a sec? I forgot to get your pick for the NFL this week. You want me to rattle off the games and you tell me which game you want to pick? You're 5-1. Are you ready? Okay, Bills at Texans, Patriots at Bengals, Colts at Chiefs. That's the first 3. Giants at Lions, Vikings at Packers, Steelers at Bears, Jets at Ravens. Okay. Okay. Patriots at Bengals, Cincinnati. Colts at Chiefs in Arrowhead. Vikings at Packers in Green Bay.
Chiefs are going to beat.
The Chiefs are going to beat the Colts, and why?
Because I just feel it.
What makes you feel it?
Like,
is it a Swiftie thing?
no, it's not a Swiftie thing.
Okay, so
Not a
She hated
Swiftie thing.
that.
It's just simply
just a gut feeling.
what the world is telling me.
Okay, I appreciate
Wow.
that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was my lovely fiance, Taylor Holloway, soon to be Taylor Dick. Deuces, 2 of them. That was perfect.
Let's go Chiefs.
I hate that she picked the Chiefs.
And then Monday, Panthers 49. You got the Panthers. I love the over for this game at 46. There's going to be a lot of points in this game, I bet.
I think the 49ers, I mean, like, I chose the Panthers because I like what the Panthers got going on right now. I think the 49ers could just put up 46 by themselves.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So, yeah. So, is she...
She's 5-1.
She's 5-1, yeah, because Caitlin's 3-3. Fantasy, I'm 6-4. I'm down by
4-7.
Ooh, I'm down 20 to Emerson, but he's done playing, and I have Bowers and Pickens and Cowboys defense, so I should beat him. I should, but you never know. All right, let's just rifle off some of these commandments and picks, and then we will see you later.
I'll rip them through. We did not do well last week.
We did probably our worst week. Worst week.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 commandments, low risk, medium risk. Like I said again, like we'll say every time. Low risk, it's a 3-pick parlay. Medium risk is 2 picks that you add onto that 3 picks. That's 5 picks for the medium risk. Then high risk is 5 more picks. Add it all together, so a 10-pick parlay for the high risk. Bet whatever you want, low risk, medium, high risk. I understand. You know, betting is such a massive.
I didn't even read your picks. You are riding the Lions.
I am riding the Lions. I am. Hey, want me to fucking read these out?
No.
You got this.
No,
All right.
I got it. I like reading them out.
All right.
All right. Low risk. Ryan did most of these because I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen, I was unprepared, and he is a wonderful human being who does literally 99% of this podcast and gives me the finger because, well, I give him flowers. So he's got Goff over in passing, Goff 1+ TD, and Gibbs over in rushing. That's your low risk. If you want to add 2 more onto that, that'd be a 5-leg parlay. You're going to add Darnold 1+ passing TD, or just 1+ TD, or 1+ passing TD. Passing TD. All right, I like that. And CMC over in receptions. That's a lock. He's a 2-way monster going to go off. Also, Goff and Gibbs, they play the Giants. They're going to destroy. Seahawks play the Titans.
They're inside.
They're inside. They're inside
against one of the worst teams in the league. They're not going to lose back-to-back weeks.
No, I agree.
Hammer the Lions in every aspect you can.
So, again, low risk, Goff over, Goff 1+ TD, Gibbs over, Darnold. If you want to go medium risk, you're going Darnold 1+ TD on top of the low risk, plus CMC over in receptions. Now, high risk, you're adding 10-leg parlay. You're taking Trey McBride over in receptions. You're taking the under in the Browns stinker. You're against the Raiders. You're taking Derrick Henry anytime against the Jets. That's a lock in my 2 picks for this week because Jamar Chase Spickgate denied it. T. Higgins anytime. T. Higgins over. Joe Flacco is going to feed him. Lock of the week. Did you win your lock of the week?
I have Cowboys spread -3.5 against the Raiders. I think they might dust the Raiders. I think Cowboys one of the best offenses in the league when they kind of get things going off a bye. Geno Smith might be the worst quarterback in the league. I still think the fact that I got a 3.5.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I still think it's Cowboys all day.
That's pretty good. I can't even remember if I won or not.
And my farm my farms nowadays are going to be always Wednesday night hockey, anytime goal scorers.
I like that.
And I was off. By the way, I've been hot with the Tim's picks. I'm 5 days in a row. I want to get that week of free coffee. I'm hoping to get. But this week I'll do my lock and bet the farm. My lock is I love you, Jack. I have the Lions covering the spread at 10.5. I honestly think it's really going to be belt to ass. I think they're going to fucking kill the Giants.
I like that.
Good teams don't lose back to back. They're pissed at the Bears are now first in the division. They're inside. They're nice and warm. They're cozy. Goff's going to explode for one of his, 18 for 19 games when he has some of those completion games. In my farm, Wednesday night hockey, 4 games on Wednesday night. I got Ovechkin anytime, who's starting to pick it up. Tage anytime. Svechnikov, who's been on a heater recently, anytime. And Cutter Gauthier, who's slipped a little bit, and I haven't coming back with another anytime goal.
Like that. I did lose because I had the Bears -3.5. So it's tough.
Though.
Dude, I thought it. Yeah. Anyway,
Good English.
Yeah. Thank you. My lock of the week is just straight Bills. Josh Allen plus 225 passing yards, 1+ passing touchdown. Ty Johnson 20 receiving yards. Nico Collins 4 receptions. And my bet the farm is straight basketball because why not? I took the Cavs over the Bucks tonight. I took the Clippers over the Sixers tonight. I took the Pistons over the Pacers tonight. I took the Knicks over the Heat tonight. I took the Raptors over the Hornets tonight. The Timberwolves over the Mavericks tonight, and the Nuggets over the Bulls tonight. $5 payouts, 110.
There you go, and that's it. Buds Mafia episode 43. Please go check out our YouTube page. We almost outview all of our YouTube videos when we only have 61 subscribers. Like we're getting 100 views in some videos. So please. Takes 2 seconds. Please comment, like, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Also, go follow on Spotify as well if you just want the video version, just the audio of your version on Spotify. Go check out Buds and Pucks on X, Instagram, and TikTok. Again, comment, like, subscribe. See you next time. Go Bills, go, and Leafs fucking win, please.
Tavares coming out, sends it in a goal. They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round!
Gonna run for it, he got it! And there he goes! Inside the 10, the 5! Oh, the